Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Cimnanya, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. Today, we'll be talking something very important, and it's about a video that I saw about a woman talking about how Dominicans are so quick to deny their black side. And he was like, I asked somebody, are you black first before Dominican? Which one are you? So he was like, oh, this is a very hard question to answer. And I am asking, how is that a hard or tough question to answer? It's just something that you already know, but you all chose to lie about it and try to be on the Western side because you feel like trying to fix yourself there will kind of make you look like them or act like them and or make you belong. But man, it is crazy. People that can imagine wanting to be on the side of people that enslave you, right? And you are trying so hard to be pump colored when you all look like me, and then you see them denying their color, denying their not even their color, their roots also, because most of them trace them back. They are all coming from Africa. Yes, just go back, and then we really need to I don't know how to do it, not even talking sense, because it looks like we need to break the skull and put some books, history into it so they can actually comprehend, because it looks like it is hard for them to comprehend some certain things. Let's get into this.
I asked the Dominican, are you black or Dominican first? And exactly his body language and his expression was, ooh, that's a hard one, bro. You put me in a tight spot. And I said, why is it difficult? He's like, it's not easy to answer. I said, okay. I said, ask me now. Are you indigenous or are you Mexican first? Let me answer it for you. I said, I'm indigenous first, before any country. Now, why? Because I side with my people. I know who my people are, regardless of border. My people are the indigenous people of this land. No matter if you're indigenous living in Guatemala, Peru, we're indigenous people. I'm not going to allow the colonizer's border or idea of colony and country to divide us. Now, why is it so easy for me to answer and not easy for you to answer that? And I had a Haitian on here, and I said, can I bring you up to ask you a question? And she said, sure. I brought her up, and I asked her the same question. I said, are you black or Haitian first? She says, I'm black first. I said, why? She says, because my people are black people. I said, so now you being Dominican, let me ask you the same question.
It doesn't matter in which nation I am. If I am black, I am black. People is going to see me as black. They're not going to see that I'm Dominican or I'm Puerto Rican or I'm Cuban. The first thing that they're going to see is that I'm black.
If you talk bad about indigenous people of Peru, you're talking about me. If you talk bad about indigenous people of Puerto Rico, you're talking about me. If you're talking bad about the indigenous people of Guatemala, you're talking about me. That's how I know who my people are. That's how I know how to identify. If you talking about white people of Mexico, you ain't talking about me.
No, exactly, yeah.
If you're talking about white people of Guatemala, of Peru, you're not talking about me.
No.
I do this.
Yeah.
So I know who my people are. It's easy. There is no puzzle. There's nothing to figure out. When I ask a Dominican, are you black or are you Dominican first? And if he has a difficult time answering that, you don't know who your people are. You're conflicted.
Yeah.
You being black presenting, when you hear a non-black person talking bad about black people, are they talking bad about you?
Yeah, and the best example is that every time that you see a video about gringos speaking about black people,
Yeah.
you get pissed.
There you go.
That's how they see me.
It's not really difficult to figure this out. Let me ask you one final question.
Sure.
Right now that I ask you if you're black or Dominican first and you said black, is it safe to say that a lot of Dominicans, if they watch this video, they're going to say, she's not really Dominican, she's Haitian?
No, oh, she's a traitor. She's an Haitiana. She's a vendepatria. You receive a lot of hate.
So why are you considered a sellout because you choose to identify as black? Why? Why is that selling out?
El colonialismo está tan internalizado y es tan sistemático. Hay un refrán que dice, como en un mundo de hipócritas, el honesto siempre es el malo. En un mundo de gente que está dormida, el que se despierta es el que disrupt the peace. El hecho de que ellos se choquen con su realidad de una forma tan abrupta y para el que el sistema en el cual ellos se criaron se encargaron de que nunca sucediese fuerte. Tú lo ves hasta con lástima, con el tiempo. Te da mucha pena. Es algo muy jodido. Tú no sabes quién tú eres.
I find it interesting that the Dominicans that don't like Haitians, the way that they justify it is, well, it's because they invaded us.
Yeah.
And that response is precisely why I asked, are you black or Dominican first? Because when you do not identify as a black person, then you're going to see black people from another country
Yeah.
as a different people. That's why it's important that I ask, are you black or Dominican first? Because if you say Dominican, I will make complete sense of why, although those are your people, you
Yeah.
come from the same root. On that video that I shared yesterday, there was a Dominican guy and he said, Ricardo, you don't understand that Haitians have invaded us. You wouldn't understand this. And I said, Spaniards invaded you. Do you want them deported too? And he responded, he said, but they didn't come here illegally. They invaded, they kidnapped you from West Africa and forcefully brought you here and enslaved you here. And you're talking about, but they don't come here legally? So I find it interesting that when I ask a Dominican, are you black or are you Dominican first? I'm Dominican first, mama huevo. So you are siding with the colonizer, with the offspring of those who enslaved you. All this because of why? Because the offspring of your colonizers identify as Dominican and have tricked you to identifying as Dominican also. So now because you are identifying with the same identity as your colonizer, now you are teamed up with your colonizer to go against your actual people. That's why it was easy for me to respond, I'm indigenous first.
Yeah.
Because ain't no white man ever gonna pin me against an indigenous person of Guatemala, El Salvador, Peru, Puerto Rico. You will never be able to do that to me. But you see, that's why it's important to know who you are. If you don't, you will be tricked by the idea of colony. And you will even side with your colonizer and identify as your colonizer and join your colonizer to go against your own people from another country.
So this is all I got from this, and there is something that I understood or I found out about Dominicans, and it's really crazy how people are denying their roots, because it is them denying their roots and really want to associate themselves with colonizers so bad, because it's amazing how you see. First of all, when you see someone that look like me or darker than me, the person is telling you something really crazy. And I found out that some of them are just not proud of their roots, and they are trying so hard, because sometimes I feel like, I don't know if it's identity crisis or something, because some people have identity crisis, like, they don't know where they belong, but because everybody really wants to, associate themselves with the European, right? They try so hard to side the colonial masters, because I don't see how people want to be on the side of the colonial masters and leaving their own side. That's why when you see a lot of them in America, or how they speak to African Americans and all of that, some of them, they are very keen to benefit from black people, but when it is not beneficial, you see them switch up. And the fact that they keep denying, I don't know why they do that, but it's really very crazy and kind of at the same time sad that You see them trying to associate or trying to probably for us to be together, because there is this joy knowing that we all are the same, and all the understanding, or understanding and accepting that we are the same, right? But no, you always see them telling you that no, I am not dark, I am not black. The fact that somebody that looks like me will wake up and tell you that deny that side of him or her, and look you dead in the face and pretend like nothing is wrong. And you tell them, you look at their skin, you ask them that, man, will they tell you no? We do not have the same skin color. We do not look alike. We do not I don't know how they do that, but they really deserves a special place somewhere, somewhere that we are not supposed to be, just somewhere special. But then I am gonna ask, what do you benefit from wanting to the people that it's really amazing. That's why I really do not like where people, because they kind of made it look like, oh, they made black look like crime. Anything that got to do with black is absolutely something dangerous, something bad, something not good, and the rest of it. But the Europeans are pure. They want to associate with them. The people that took away our rights, the people that did enslaved us, they want to be part of them. They want to associate with them, but they are denying their own roots. It's really amazing and awesome, but then it is what it is. Papi, me no black, me Dominican. You are a black, and stop talking. They really do need to beat sense into their head, because their coconut head needs to learn history, because some of them they don't know anything. That's all I got to say. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.